Greetings, Guardians of Dominion. Zeus here with another revealing video. Today, we return to Guus, the newest hero shaking up the battlefield in Hero Wars Alliance. But this time, we're flipping the script. Every powerhouse has a weakness. And Guus is no exception. Behind all that healing, behind the physical damage boosts and critical hit synergy, there are cracks in the armor, and today, we're going to find them. If you thought Guus was unstoppable, think again. Let's break down where he struggles and how to take him down. As we've covered in previous videos, Guus's strength is undeniable. His real power lies in those golden feathers. They keep the team alive through constant healing while also boosting damage and critical hit chance. So the big question is, how do you stop a hero who gains energy so fast and keeps healing and buffing the team with such intensity and success? The best approach is stun. Why? Because stun is an effect, it doesn't depend on power, stats, or damage. It simply stops Guus from doing anything. When you stun Guus, he can't activate skills, can't gain energy, and most importantly, he can't release his feathers. That means no healing, no critical buffs, and no team-wide boosts. Even a short stun can break the momentum of the entire team. And the more control you apply, not just to Guus, but also to his allies, the less effective his support becomes. The team that once looked unstoppable. It starts falling apart the moment Guus is forced to sit still. But stun isn't the only option. Let's talk about Jorgen and Amira, two fantastic counters to Guus-based teams. Starting with Jorgen, he's a master of energy control. His energy drain makes it harder for Guus and his allies to cast their ultimate abilities. And when Guus can't reach his ult quickly, his impact is severely reduced. Jorgen basically puts a cap on Guus's healing loop, by slowing down his energy gain and making it harder for him to trigger his ultimate, which is where most of his healing comes from. Without that ultimate activating as often, Guus becomes much less effective, and your team gets the time it needs to strike back. Now, let's move to Amira, who is a perfect fit when you're up against teams relying on physical crit heroes, which Guus often supports. Amira has two skills that directly punish Guus's setup. Her second skill, Fair Deal, targets heroes whose main stat is agility, meaning most critical damage dealers. For 9 seconds, she flips their critical hits into critical fumbles, dealing only half damage. Think about that, even if Guus gives them plus 3000 or more critical hit chance, Amira renders that bonus practically useless. A hero with 11,000 critical chance boosted to 14,000 will now function at just 7,000, and that's for 9 full seconds. Then there's Careless Wish, her first skill. This one's nasty. Amira buries enemies under cursed gold for 10 seconds. Every time those enemies deal damage during that time, they deal the same amount of damage to the gold stack beneath them. When the 10 seconds are up, that gold explodes and deals damage equal to its total health. So if Guus is boosting health, Amira turns that boost into a ticking time bomb. What was meant to protect now becomes a source of massive incoming damage. And we're not done yet. Two more heroes deserve attention here, Jet and Celeste. Jet's third skill, Potion of Fatigue, targets the front line and makes affected enemies unable to regenerate health for 8 seconds. This means Guus's healing gets blocked right when you need it most. It's a simple but powerful way to shut down his support. Celeste, on the other hand, is a more complete counter. When she switches to dark form, her abilities create an area where healing is blocked completely. That means Guus's feathers won't help anyone caught in that area. And her form switching flexibility allows her to not only deny healing but also support her own team when needed. All 4 of her skills in dark form are designed to suppress enemy healing, and that's exactly what you want against Guus. Whether you're stunning Guus directly, draining his energy, reducing his team's crit potential, or blocking his healing altogether, the goal is the same: disrupt his rhythm. Even weaker heroes with control abilities can play a big role here. The moment you stop Guus from doing what he does best, the entire team's performance collapses. Once you understand that, you can build teams that don't just survive Guus. They break him. Now let's talk about the classic counter to critical hits, Helios. He's the go-to hero when facing teams that rely on critical damage, like those boosted by Guus. His violet skill, Flaming Retribution, punishes enemies every time they land a critical hit, striking them with a beam of fire. It's an automatic and reliable response. But Helios has one key weakness: magic penetration. Without it, his retaliation doesn't hit hard. To fix that, pair him with heroes that boost magic penetration or reduce enemy magic defense. And the best partner here is Orion. Orion not only deals strong magic damage himself, he also activates his magic penetration artifact frequently, boosting the whole team and helping Helios shine. Even better, Orion directly counters Guus. Guus increases health, and Orion's first skill, Total Destruction, fires 6 missiles at the enemy with the highest health, usually someone Guus boosted. His second skill, Magnetic Field, hits the backline and slows enemies for 4 seconds, disrupting Guus's timing and reducing how often he triggers feathers and buffs. But be careful, shield heroes like Julius or Aiden can absorb Helios's retaliation, protecting Guus's team. So while Helios is great against crit-heavy teams, his success depends on enemy synergy. Still, with the right setup and support, especially from Orion, Helios remains one of the best counters to Guus's critical hit strategy. And there you have it, Guardians. Guus may be strong, but he's far from invincible. Whether it's stunning him into silence, draining his energy with Jorgen, flipping crits with Amira, shutting down healing with Celeste and Jet, or punishing his buffs with Helios and Orion, there are powerful answers to his dominance. What matters most is understanding the timing, synergy, and disruption that stops Guus from doing what he does best. Now I want to hear from you. What's your favorite way to counter Guus? Have you tried any of these strategies, or do you have your own secret combo that shuts him down? Drop it in the comments. Let's share knowledge and grow together. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss another tactical breakdown. As always, stay sharp, stay curious, and never stop experimenting. Salute and friendship.